Have you ever stared at your bank account at the end of the month? A cold sense of dread washing over you, wondering where all your money went? It's a feeling as common as the morning sunrise, a silent, personal mystery that plays out in millions of households every single day. You know you got your paycheck, remember making responsible choices, yet the numbers on the screen tell a different, more confusing story. It's like being the lead detective in a case where you are also the primary suspect. And the clues, scattered receipts, vague credit card statements, the ghosts of online purchases only deepen the puzzle. Where did it all go? This isn't just a question of accounting. It's a question of control, of freedom, and of the life you're trying to build. We live in an era of unprecedented financial complexity, a whirlwind of subscriptions, digital payments, and investment options. In this intricate dance of dollars and cents, are we leading or are we being led? The search for an answer, for a way to reclaim command over our financial destiny, is one of the most critical investigations of modern life. It's a journey that begins not with a magnifying glass, but with a simple, powerful question. Is there a better way to manage this? Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah was, by all accounts, successful. She had a great job in marketing, a cozy apartment in the city, and a vibrant social life. From the outside, her life was a carefully curated Instagram feed of brunch spots, weekend getaways, and professional milestones. But behind the screen, a different story was unfolding. Each month was a frantic race against the calendar. Her salary would land in her account, a brief moment of relief, quickly followed by a tidal wave of automatic withdrawals: rent, car payment, student loans, streaming services, gym membership, a gourmet meal kit subscription she barely used. Then came the daily expenses, the morning latte, the impromptu lunch with colleagues, the just one thing online shopping spree that spiraled into a cart full of items. By the third week of the month, anxiety would set in. She'd start checking her balance obsessively, playing a stressful game of financial Jenga, hoping the tower wouldn't collapse before her next paycheck. Sarah had dreams. Big ones. She wanted to travel the world, put a down payment on a condo, and maybe even start her own consulting business one day. But these dreams felt like distant, hazy mirages. How could she save for a trip to Bali when she was uneven sure she could afford a concert ticket next month? She tried the old-school methods. For a while, she carried a small notebook, diligently trying to jot down every purchase. But life got in the way. The notebook would get left at home. A busy day would make her forget, and soon the pages were filled with more gaps than entries. Then she tried spreadsheets. She spent an entire Sunday creating a magnificent color-coded budget, complete with complex formulas and projected savings. It was a work of art. For the first 2 weeks, she was a model of fiscal discipline, manually inputting every transaction. But the sheer tedium of it became overwhelming. Logging a $5 coffee felt like a chore, and reconciling her bank statement with her spreadsheet was a monthly nightmare that she began to dread and eventually avoid altogether. The breaking point came on a Tuesday. She received an email notification for a flight deal to Italia, place she had dreamed of visiting since she was a little girl. The price was incredible, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Her heart leaped with excitement, but it was immediately crushed by a familiar, sinking feeling. She had no idea if she could afford it. Did she have enough saved? Could she move some money around? The uncertainty was paralyzing. She felt trapped, not by her income, but by her complete lack of clarity. It was in that moment of profound frustration that she realized her approach was fundamentally broken. She wasn't just failing to manage her money, she was failing to manage her life. Her finances were a black box, an opaque and intimidating force that dictated her choices and limited her possibilities. She knew something had to change. She needed more than a notebook or a spreadsheet. She needed a system. She needed a co-pilot. That evening, after hours of research, she downloaded her first personal finance management tool. It felt like a small step, but it was a step toward taking back the controls. A personal finance management tool is not just another app on your phone. It is a sophisticated command center for your entire financial life. At its core, it automates the tedious, frustrating work that made Sarah's manual efforts unsustainable. Instead of you hunting down every transaction, the tool securely links to your bank accounts, credit cards, loans, and even investment portfolios. It automatically categorizes every dollar that flows in and out. That morning coffee is instantly logged under food and dining. Your salary deposit filed under income, your student loan payment, bills and utilities. Suddenly, the black box is illuminated. With a few taps, you can see a crystal clear, real-time picture of your financial health. This isn't just about tracking the past. It's about understanding the present in a way that empowers you to design your future. You can see exactly what percentage of your income goes to housing, how much you're spending on subscriptions you might have forgotten about, and how your weekend habits are impacting your bottom line. It transforms vague anxieties into actionable data. This comprehensive tracking is the foundation upon which true financial planning is built. Once you understand where your money is going, you can start telling it where to go. A good management tool helps you move beyond the static, often unrealistic budgets you create in a spreadsheet. You can set dynamic spending targets for different categories, like groceries or entertainment. The app then acts as your personal financial watchdog, sending you alerts when you're approaching your limit. This isn't about restriction. It's about mindfulness. It's a gentle tap on the shoulder that helps you pause and consider a purchase, aligning your daily spending with your long-term aspirations. Do you really need another streaming service? Or would that $15 a month be better directed toward your vacation to Italy fund? These tools make that choice tangible and immediate. Furthermore, they help you plan for the future with incredible clarity. You can set specific time-bound goals, saving for a down payment in 5 years, paying off a credit card in 12 months, building an emergency fund. The tool will not only help you track your progress, but can often suggest how much you need to save each month to reach your target, turning abstract dreams into a concrete, achievable plan. It takes the guesswork out of your ambitions, providing a clear roadmap from where you are to where you want to be. Imagine for a moment a life with that level of financial clarity. Picture opening an app and seeing not a source of stress, but a dashboard of your progress. You see your net worth steadily climbing. You see your debt steadily decreasing. You see the savings goal for that dream vacation is now 75% funded. The anxiety that used to haunt you at the end of the month is replaced by a quiet confidence. When an unexpected expense arises, like a car repair, it's no longer a catastrophe because you've built an emergency fund you can clearly see and access. When an opportunity appears, like that flight deal to Italy, you don't hesitate. You check your travel goal, see that you're on track, and book the ticket with a sense of excitement and control, not guilt and fear. This is the fundamental shift that a personal finance management tool provides. It changes your relationship with money from one of adversarial conflict to one of collaborative partnership. Money is no longer a mysterious force that happens to you. It becomes a tool that you wield with intention and skill. It transforms you from a passenger, being tossed around by the unpredictable currents of your financial life, into the pilot, confidently navigating toward the destinations you have chosen for yourself. This isn't just about balancing a budget. It's about architecting a life of freedom, choice, and possibility, one informed decision at a time.